Look at the modern world. We are living in an era of chronic emotional fragility. The masses are addicted to outrage. They are easily provoked, easily offended, and easily broken by the slightest amount of friction. If someone cuts them off in traffic, their day is ruined. If a stranger leaves a negative comment on their screen, they lose sleep. They are living their lives as emotional marionettes, and they have handed the strings to the outside world. Anyone, a boss, a politician, a stranger, can pull a string and make them dance, make them shout, or make them cry. But if you look at the top 0.01%, the elite minds, the true sovereigns of history, you will notice a terrifying stillness. They operate with a cold, calculated calmness that almost seems inhuman. When the market crashes, they do not panic. When they are insulted, they do not retaliate. They possess a psychological armor that makes them completely untouchable. This is not magic. It is the mastery of emotional detachment. It is the ancient Stoic art of acting like nothing bothers you, not by suppressing your emotions, but by destroying the illusions that cause them. If you want to become truly invincible in a chaotic world, you must integrate these 6 laws of emotional detachment into your psychological framework. Law 1. The deconstruction of the insult to the fragile mind. An insult is a weapon that causes deep internal bleeding. The 99% take everything personally. But the Stoics viewed insults through the lens of absolute logic. The Emperor Marcus Aurelius stated that if someone disrespects you, they are simply moving their jaw and vibrating the air. Why should vibrating air dictate your internal peace? You must deconstruct the insult. If a madman on the street calls you a dog, you do not get angry, because you know you are not a dog. You pity his delusion. You must apply this to everyone. When someone attacks your character, they are not attacking you. They are attacking a fictional version of you that exists only in their head. Their opinion is a reflection of their own internal chaos, not your reality. Step aside and let their vibrating air pass, right past you. Law 2, the eradication of entitlement. Anger, anxiety, and disappointment do not come from the world itself. They come from your expectations of the world. You expect people to be polite. You expect your hard work to be rewarded instantly. You expect the universe to be fair. And when reality breaks your fragile expectations, you suffer. The elite practice Amor Fati, the love of fate. They expect nothing, and therefore they are ready for everything. If you expect a business partner to betray you, you are not angry when it happens. You simply execute the contingency plan. If you expect the journey to be agonizingly difficult, you do not complain when your muscles burn. Destroy your entitlement. The universe owes you absolutely nothing. When you accept the harshness of reality, nothing can catch you off guard, and nothing can bother you. Law 3, the 48-hour delay protocol. The masses are reactive. There is zero space between a stimulus and their response. If they feel anger, they immediately type a message, yell a response, or burn a bridge. This impulsive reactivity is a sign of a weak, undisciplined mind. The master of detachment utilizes the 48-hour rule. When you are hit with a massive wave of negative emotion, your only job is to do absolutely nothing. You lock down the physical vessel. You do not send the email. You do not speak. You allow the biological flood of cortisol to wash through your system. Emotion is a fog. It obscures the truth. After 48 hours, the fog lifts. The emotion evaporates, leaving only cold, hard logic. When you operate from logic rather than impulse, your moves become lethal, precise, and entirely unbothered. Law 4, the dictatorship of the inner citadel. You must realize that your mind is a fortress, and you are the dictator of the gates. No one can enter your mind and make you feel inferior, angry, or sad without your explicit permission. The masses leave the gates to their citadel wide open. They let the news, the opinions of coworkers, and the toxicity of social media march right in and destroy the furniture. You must close the gates. You must view external events as data, not directives. If you lose all your money, that is data. It means the strategy failed. It does not mean you're a failure. You control the meaning of every event in your life. Retain your dictatorship. Law 5, the radical acceptance of transience. The root of all suffering is attachment. We attach ourselves to money, to status, to youth, and to other people. We grip them tightly, terrified of losing them. But the Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught a brutal truth. Nothing belongs to you. Everything you have is on loan from the universe, and the universe can recall the loan at any second. When you lose something, the 99% say, "It was taken from me." The Stoic says, I have returned it, when you realize that everything is temporary. You stop clinging to it. You can enjoy your wealth, your relationships, and your success without being paralyzed by the fear of losing them. And when they are eventually gone, you remain completely whole. You are untethered, unburdened, and completely free. Law 6, the power of the observer. To act like nothing bothers you. You must split your consciousness in two. You must become both the actor and the observer. When chaos erupts, the average person is completely consumed by the storm. The elite mentally step out of their own bodies. They observe their own rising heartbeat. They observe the anger of the person screaming at them. They watch the situation unfold as if they are watching a movie on a screen. By creating this psychological distance, the event loses its emotional grip on you. You realize that the drama of the human experience is incredibly small, incredibly petty, and incredibly brief. The path of emotional detachment is not about becoming a cold, unfeeling robot. It is about claiming absolute sovereignty over your own existence. It is about realizing that your time, your focus, and your inner peace are the most valuable assets in the universe, and you refuse to hand them over to the chaotic whims of the crowd. Let the masses react. Let them be provoked. Let them burn their energy-fighting ghosts. You must remain the eye of the hurricane. Quiet, deadly, unmoved. You master your mind, you detach from the noise, and you watch as the world entirely loses its power to break you.